Friends of Matt Lauer have described how the former NBC anchor has been left weak, broken and ashamed by sexual harassment allegations leveled against him. The disgraced broadcaster was fired by the network amid claims he abused his power as a newsreader on Today. He admitted there was enough truth in these stories to make him feel embarrassed and ashamed, although Lauer claimed some of the accusations were false. His friends, who spoke anonymously, agreed, admitting he had abused his power but refused to believe the more shocking allegations against him. A former colleague told People, "He is weak and broken and ashamed by his own admission. He is my friend. He is human, and he is flawed. But is he going to use his power to be a predator on women? Until I see solid evidence of that, I just can't believe it. We don't know the details." Lauer was fired last week after more than 20 years as co-host of NBC's flagship morning program after a female colleague came forward with allegations of sexual misconduct. Since his firing, at least 7 other women have accused Lauer of similar behavior. Matt Lauer was spotted leaving his compound in Sag Harbor on Monday morning taking his son to school in the Hamptons. The disgraced talk show host stopped by around 5 minutes away from his home to pick up a friend of his son. Lauer then dropped off the boys to the school and the former broadcaster was seen using the intercom to get into his friend's gated home on Monday morning. He was still wearing his wedding ring. Page 6 quoted industry insiders as saying that during Lauer's tenure at 30 Rock, he made sure to use his power to snuff out any internal threat to his perch. It is understood, according to People, that the allegations of sexual misconduct related to incidents throughout 2014 involving a woman. This included his time working on the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, in that year, according to Time magazine. That particular relationship has left Lauer dumbfounded, according to sources, because he believed it was consensual. But after several more women anonymously accused him of sexual harassment and assault, according to Variety and the New York Times, it has sparked speculation over his faithfulness to his wife of 19 years Annette Roque. Lauer's jealousy of up-and-coming male rivals at NBC has left the network without a viable replacement to fill his spot on the Today Show, according to a report on Monday. The Peacock network is desperately scrambling to find a suitable stand-in for Lauer, even though he personally made sure there would be no heir apparent, according to Page 6. Matt killed off, in their infancy, every man who could succeed him at the time that he was ready to hang it up, so there's nobody to take his place. And now NBC is paying the price, a source told Page 6. Among possible successors whose paths to the top were supposedly short-circuited by Lauer were former Meet the Press anchor David Gregory, former sportscaster Josh Elliott, and Billy Bush. Bush last year was fired from NBC, where he co-anchored the third hour of Today, after the infamous Access Hollywood tape of his 2005 interview with Donald Trump surfaced. Trump is heard on the audio making explicit remarks about grabbing women. According to Page 6, Lauer was wary of Bush well before the Access Hollywood tape was revealed. With a dearth of successors, the current frontrunner to take over for Lauer is Craig Melvin, according to Page 6. Melvin is host of Weekend Today. He also frequently appears as anchor on MSNBC. "I couldn't pick him out of a lineup," a television executive told Page 6. Lauer's departure fueled speculation that NBC would turn to its other big-ticket megastar, the recently arrived Megyn Kelly. But Page 6 says that the poor ratings for Kelly's show, Megyn Kelly Today, means that the network doesn't view her as a viable savior. Besides, network sources told Page 6 that Kelly has no interest in Lauer's job. NBC hired Kelly away from her previous television home, the Fox News